Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, where did all my money go? I used to ask myself that question every single month. I'm Andrew Meet Rich, and I used to be that guy who was drowning in financial chaos. Credit card bills piling up, expenses I couldn't track, opportunities slipping through my fingers because I was too disorganized to catch them. I made every money mistake you can think of, but I figured it out. And now, I want to help you do the same. Today, I'm sharing 5 simple automations that completely transformed how I handle money. These aren't complicated systems that require a computer science degree. These are simple practical tools that anyone can set up in under 30 minutes each. Even if today's specific automations don't feel super relevant to your situation right now, the next video could change your life. So hit that like button and subscribe, because we're building something incredible together here. Let me tell you about the day everything changed for me. I was sitting in my car after a client meeting, feeling great because I just landed a $1,500 project. But when I went to check my account balance to see how much I could actually keep, my heart sank. I had no idea where my money had been going for the past 3 months. I'd been tracking expenses on random pieces of paper, forgetting to follow up with leads from my website, and basically running my finances like a teenager with their first job. That night I sat down and thought, there has to be a better way. What if I could make my money management automatic? That's when I discovered something that completely shifted my perspective. You don't need to be perfect with money. You just need systems that work even when you're not paying attention. And here's where most people get stuck. They think automation is only for big businesses or tech experts. The first automation I implemented saved me from losing thousands of dollars in potential income, and it might be the most important one you'll ever set up. I call it the never miss a lead system. Here's what used to happen. Someone would fill out a contact form on my website, and sometimes I wouldn't see it for hours or even days. By the time I responded, they had already moved on to someone else. I was literally watching money walk out the door because I wasn't fast enough. This automation changes everything. The moment someone fills out any form on your website, whether it's a contact form, a quiz, or even just signing up for updates, 2 things happen instantly. First, all their information gets saved in a Google Sheet so you have a permanent record. Second, you get an immediate notification in Telegram with all their details. Think about it this way. Every lead that slips through the cracks is money you're leaving on the table. This system ensures you respond while you're still fresh in their mind. Set it up once and never lose another potential client again. The second automation solved one of my biggest money blind spots, knowing where my cash was actually going. I call this the smart expense tracker, and it's like having a personal accountant in your pocket. Before this, tracking expenses felt like homework I never wanted to do. I'd keep receipts in my wallet until they turned into confetti, or I'd try to remember what I spent 3 days later and get it completely wrong. Sound familiar? Now here's the magic. You simply take a photo of any receipt and send it to a Telegram bot. That's it. The system automatically scans the receipt, identifies each item you bought, categorizes everything, and adds it to your tracking spreadsheet. It even works with receipts in foreign languages if you travel for business. Imagine never having to manually enter another expense again, whether it's a business lunch, office supplies, or that coffee you grabbed between meetings. Just snap, send, and it's tracked. This automation has helped me identify spending patterns I never noticed and find hundreds of dollars in tax deductions I was missing. The third automation is perfect for anyone who wants to stay ahead of market changes or keep an eye on their investments without constantly checking apps. I call it the Financial Intelligence Monitor. This system automatically visits any website you specify, whether it's tracking stock prices, cryptocurrency values, competitor pricing, or even monitoring your own business metrics, and sends you a screenshot at whatever interval you choose. Every morning, every hour, once a week, you decide. Here's why this is so powerful for your money. Instead of getting distracted by constantly checking investment apps or financial websites throughout the day, you get the information you need delivered on your schedule. You can monitor your portfolio, track important financial news, or even keep tabs on pricing in your industry. One of my clients uses this to monitor real estate prices in areas where he's considering investing. Another tracks the performance of different savings accounts to make sure she's always getting the best rates. Set it up once and let the information come to you instead of chasing it down. The fourth automation is a game changer if you are building any kind of business or side hustle. I call it the Client Intelligence System, and it's like having a research assistant working around the clock. This tool searches professional networks to find exactly the types of people you want to connect with, potential clients, business partners, or mentors. You simply enter what kind of person you're looking for, and it creates a detailed spreadsheet with their contact information, background, activity level, and engagement metrics. Think about how much time you currently spend trying to find the right people to work with. This automation does that research for you, giving you a qualified list of prospects complete with enough information to craft personalized outreach messages. Whether you're looking for your next high value client or trying to build partnerships that could increase your income, this system puts the right people right at your fingertips. Stop spending hours on manual research and start focusing on building relationships that actually pay off. Here's what I want you to understand. These 5 automations aren't just about saving time. They're about creating a foundation where your money can actually grow. When you're not constantly putting out fires or missing opportunities, you can focus on the activities that truly build wealth. The person who responds to leads faster gets more clients. The person who tracks expenses accurately keeps more of what they earn. The person who stays informed makes better financial decisions. The person who finds the right connections creates more opportunities. Don't wait for the perfect moment to implement these systems. Start with whichever automation feels most relevant to your current situation. Even implementing just one of these could prevent you from losing money you didn't even know was slipping away. Remember, small shifts in how you handle money today lead to massive changes in your financial future. Which automation are you going to try first? And speaking of financial automation, next week I'm revealing the simple system I use to automatically save more money without feeling like I'm restricting myself. You won't want to miss that one.